Good morning. It's Saturday, almost noon, and okay, I haven't looked at my phone in an hour. I swear, aren't you more connected than you ever have been in your life with friends and like making plans and doing Zoom chats with your family? It's so cool. Uh, I'm all these texts are coming in, but where are you at? I want to know whenever you get on here, are you an online business or an offline business? I want to know what your situation is. So if you could just write in online, offline, corporate worker, restaurant worker, Uber driver, like whatever you're doing right now, if you could write that as soon as you get on, I would just love to know where you are at. Because online businesses are soaring right now, and I have heard this from so many different people about how their product lines and how like their products are selling out faster than they ever did before because there's more eyes on people online. Like people are tuning into live streams and people are opening emails. Like I'll be transparent here. Normally, to my email list, I have like maybe like a 12 to 13% open rate. And I sent out an email this week or last week, and it was 30% open rate. And I was like, whoa, people are actually reading right now. Probably because they have time and they're like, dear God, give me a distraction. My kids are climbing all over me as I'm trying to do one thing. So I want to know, are you an online biz? Write it in. Are you an offline biz? Are you like, what are you doing for work? Are you at home? Like, give me a little like online, offline. So I know who's here right now. So I know what you want to hear from me. So online businesses, it is your time to show up as you are. It doesn't mean that you have to be this like, woo, cheerleader type if that's who you normally are. I know that the circumstances have affected everybody, and some people are looking at it as like this, whoa, like there's so much to be grateful for. And when this is over on the other side of this, we're going to embrace and we're going to dance in the streets. And so, offline. So, Kenny, are you working right now from home? Is what I want to know. So some people are like, woo, yay, when this is over, it's going to be great. And then other people are like still sunk and they're like, holy shit, this is actually happening. This is a global pandemic. The entire world is sick. 80% of the people are getting better. Some people are dying, and you're like still stuck in that and you haven't even adjusted to this new life. Or maybe you're just totally oblivious and you're like, what's coronavirus? And you just don't read the news because you don't want it affecting your daily groove. So wherever you're at right now, just not yet. I'm going to try on Monday and see how it goes. Oh, a news station. In my mind, I read newspaper. Wow. Yeah. And there's so many rumors swirling around right now of like what's going to be shut down, and there's going to be a government lockdown. It's happening on Monday. It's going to happen in 2 weeks. And so instead of getting stuck in the swirl, I had this conversation with a mastermind member yesterday. We had a session, and she was saying how like the chaos is like always around her and she stays like this. And so that carried with me into today. I'm like, that's actually how you can be. You can stand. Like as the news continue to swirl around you, and as like it feels frantic and it feels uneven energy and it feels like up to the sky, all this stuff, like you can still stand and you can take some deep breaths and you can be grounded and you go, okay, what are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about that? And you can figure out where the holes are in what you're offering. I got this email today from my business coach, Jessica Riverson, and it was so spot on. She's like, you have always been the source of your income. You have always been the source of what's happening to you. You have always been the source of what doesn't happen. You've always been the source for what gets to come through right now during this time. And I love that mindset and like jumping into that. I love that feeling of knowing that you're the one that produces the way that you're feeling. So if you decide to feel a certain way right now, that's a decision that you have. So if you decide that your online business is going to be stuck and stale and like it's not going to be attracting clients because people are too worried about what's going on in the world right now, that's a mindset you're having, and that's the exact thing that's being attracted to you. If you decide to step into the abundance mindset, the oh my gosh, more people have reached out to me than ever before. I've been getting messages from these people. This person who said I wanted to take my business online and I just was so scared is now ready. So if that's what you want to step into, then that's your decision as well. If you have always wanted to do an online business and you're like, okay, I don't even know how to get started, the first step is getting started. So the first step is taking out your journal and writing out, or a notebook, like whatever it is, a piece of paper, taking it out and writing down, like, what is the thing that I've always wanted to offer to the world? Like, what is something that comes so naturally to me that people are always telling me, you should make a business out of this. Like, you should teach people how to do this. My parents are always saying that I should sell my mint chocolate protein balls in like grocery stores. I don't want to do that. It sounds like hell. It sounds like food handlers permit and like, I don't put preservatives, like it just sounds like way too much. Maybe something in the future, not now. But it's like, so what are some things that people have told you that you have a gift in that is now the time to bring online, especially if your work is offline and your work is like, shutting down? It's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to offer whatever is within you. And here's the thing. You're going to feel at the beginning like no one is listening. And you're going to feel at the beginning like, what's the point of this? I'm just showing up and no one else is showing up, or I'm just showing up and I'm watching myself talk, which is like how everybody feels at the beginning. And then as time goes on, you start building your authority, you start building trust because you show up consistently and you offer the gifts that you're naturally good at just by showing up and sharing what's with inside of you. And so that's like, I just got off a session with another masterminder in my Activate Your Gifts mastermind, and I was like, we were talking about inconsistency and consistency, and what consistency breeds and what showing up brings to your business. And the person that gets in the way of your consistency is you. You're not a victim to this this like unscheduled life now. Like, things are crazy. Yes, we have had a week. That's not a lot of time, but it is still a week to adapt to this new schedule. And so now that it feels like, okay, we're going to be inside for quite some time. Now is the time to go, I hold the keys to my schedule. I hold the keys to my choices. I hold the key to the success or the scarce mindset of my business, of my service, of my product, like whatever it is that you're offering. You are the one who is in control. You are not a victim of the circumstance unless you are someone who is working in the places that have been shut down and they're not paying their employees, like, of course. But now is also the time to take that and do what you've always wanted to do. Like, maybe you don't love being a server. Maybe you don't love being a bank teller. Maybe you don't love being a corporate worker. And being home has allowed you to step into this thing that says, I'm meant for more. And I want to show up as I am. And I want to use the gifts that I have. And now I'm realizing how short life is. And I want to learn how to do that efficiently. I want to learn how to attract the right people to my energetic field. And it's so much mindset. Like, we know this, right? Like, everything is mindset. If you agree with that, then like, give me, I don't even know what's on here. Like, are there any wows? Give me a wow. And I want to know how to be of service to you right now. I'm putting together this free guide that basically says the exact same thing, like how to use your gifts, how to activate your gifts, how to get to your it factor, how to make that the driving force to your business, and how to start attracting the most aligned clients ever. And so if you have business ideas, if you have like gifts that haven't come to surface yet, if you know you've had the it factor forever, but you haven't been able to bring it out, you haven't had the time, you haven't had the energy, I want to know what questions you have. I want to know where you're stuck, where you're challenged, where you like start and then you stop. Is it you convincing yourself? Like, I want to know the challenges. I want to know what you already do well. So if you can write those things, you will help me create this guide for not only people like you, but people that don't even know that they need support in that way yet. And I want to deliver this to you because online businesses will soar the most during this time. And if you have an online business, then the things that you should be focusing on right now are connecting with your people, connecting with those who you know you can serve, offering your services and your products to people who you know need them the most. If I was, I'm trying to think, like if I was selling a product and like a past client and friend, Anne, who created retreat drinks, which is a hot cacao superfood like packet you can take on the go. If I were her, I'd be showing up being like, hey, you know you need this hot chocolate in your life right now. Chocolate is a mood lifter. Like I would be like telling you all the benefits of having this in your home. And then I'd be like, I am shipping for the next 2 weeks. So get your orders in now. I'd offer like a discount code, which I believe she's doing. And I'd be saying like, you know, what's better than chocolate to share with your kids and then to wake up with, and like it's that little antioxidant boost. And so like there's certain, oh, I know. Yes, I am on day 6 of a flu. Kenny. Yeah. This cough is nothing compared to what it was. I'm now on day 7, but getting better day by day. I think we got hit because I have a preschooler and he picked up the flu and I think he gave it to me. And now, yeah. And my husband's a fireman, so he brings stuff home. And whatever he doesn't get, like, he could possibly be a carrier. So a lot of fun in this household, right? Like I have my 2 guys constantly like, pew, and you know, the bros are always on you. So I get coughed in the face and then I pick up any flu that's going on. Thanks a lot, guys. But I'm doing so much better now. There's no way in hell I could have gone live like even 2 days ago. You would have been like, I'm sorry, child of the crypt. What happened to you? So I want to know, and please write in here how I can support you. I've had my online business for 8 years now. I've seen so many things happen. I know a lot of how to support you, but I want to know specifically like what you need help on. So please write it. I saw that Audra joined. Audra is a cranial sacral therapist. And so Audra, if you have questions of what you should be doing with your business right now, like, so here's what comes to the top of my mind when I see people jump on and I know what they do. And I don't know if you do this, like if it's your focus anymore, but when I saw Audra jump on, I'm like, oh man, if I was Audra, I would be teaching at home cranial sacral, like a class. And I'd be like, hey, this is donation only. It's anywhere from $5 to $20 would be amazing. And I'd be so grateful. And so I'm going to offer you, and like I would tell the person what they'd get if they came to the class. I'd say, I'm going to offer you ways in which you can reduce stress, which you can bring balance both within the masculine and feminine energetic sides, and how to bring peace to you during this very stressful time. And then I would have like, if you're a migraine sufferer, you know, like I could teach, like, I think that you could probably do that, Audra. And then if anyone else wants to come on here and just be like, hey, how could I take this, or how could I know so many people who have brick and mortars and they're struggling and they're not really sure other than like offering a yoga or a bar class or a HIIT class or anything like that online. So I want to know how I can support you in the best way possible right now. I'm watching my husband wheelbarrow my son in the backyard and it's hilarious. But yeah, so I am an open book. I would love to help, and I've been doing this for a long time. So So feel free to come with the questions. You're going to help me make this guide like the best thing ever. And then we can do more trainings because we're all here now. I could come on tomorrow and give you another training in how I have, ran a successful online business for 8 years now. So let me know if you have any questions, and yeah, let's get some cash flow in your bank, and let's get you energetically aligned, and let's get your gifts activated, and let's help you bring out your it factor, and let's do all those things together because we are all quarantined together. Okay? All right, guys, I'll see you later.